Hi Libras, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your October 2025 singles reading. It's for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what Spirit has for you, what's coming for the month of October, any clues, signs, evidence. I have some initials and I do have some charms, lots of cards. I have all of my fall decks out now and my Halloween deck, so I'll be pulling some of those today for you. I hope you enjoy your reading. I can't believe it's fall. I can't believe it's October. But let's see what we have for our singles today. Take with you what connects to you. Leave the rest for everyone else. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or even to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Spirit, please share with me loving messages for my Libras. What is it that you have for them? What is it that you want them to know at this time? I am listening for you now. I have conflicted. Okay, I'm struggling. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody I shouldn't be thinking about. Maybe I'm wondering if they're good for me or not good for me. Sometimes we are kind of unsure, before we enter into something. There's someone else. Maybe Spirit's letting you know that there is something else going on behind the scenes, or there's someone else coming for you. Maybe they want you to wait a little bit longer. They have something else for you. There's something about you. Whoever it is, they're going to see you as very special. Look for that red rose. Maybe they bring you a single rose. I also like the watch. Not a lot of people wear watches, so that actually could be a clue that this person still wears a watch. It could be an Apple Watch, but they have a watch on all the time. So that actually could be a clue. Spirit, please share with me. And I have an animal lover. Okay, they could have a dog that looks like a pit bull, little rescue. Maybe they rescued their dog. They love their dog. Puppy love is coming into me. And bottom of the deck, I have take a walk with me. So that is always a great feeling, because I want that feeling of somebody who wants to travel this road, travel this journey, be my partner, see where we're headed. So that feels nice. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? I have a Spirit of Midnight. Okay, so this is an extra card in this deck, and we're just going to put that there for a second. I have a Queen of Swords. I have a Hierophant. And I have a Four of Wands. The Hierophant came into me as the belief system of, I still believe in commitment. For those of you that would still want to have that religious sacrament, you still want to be committed to somebody. I do have a celebration coming. Now, this could be somebody coming into your life that isn't afraid of a commitment in the future. Also, you have the same belief system. I like that. I also feel like I just believe it in my heart that this person is out there. So maybe you are just really just sticking with, I know that there's going to be somebody for me. I'm kind of keeping my head focused on the positive. I'm looking, I'm trying, I'm manifesting whatever Spirit wants for me. So a little bit of a surrender feeling there between the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. And what is this card sharing with me? Spirit of Midnight. She does have a veil on, okay, if you see. So it's a sense of lifting the veil. It could be a wedding veil, a bridal veil, but it's a sense of lifting the veil and I guess seeing between the two worlds. Of course, I'm a medium, so I am able to cross that veil and see between the two worlds. But what are you trying to say with that card to this reading, Spirit? They're saying that I want you to understand that it's not just this 3D world that's working for you, that the 5D is working. And when we do lift up that veil or that mask and we allow that 5D in, then we are able to see things more clearly. They just said, I have a 5 of Wands. Look at these guys. They're fighting over candy. They're fighting over jelly beans. That's funny. There are all these mice fighting over jelly beans for trick or treat. Let's see what else. I have a 9 of Swords. I have a 10 of Cups. So the battles and the fears that are within all of us is how I feel. That you do have to, whether it's daily, whether it's hourly, maybe it's never, but you know, the thoughts that cross your mind that I'm worried I'll never find anybody, I'm worried that I'll be alone. No, they do have somebody for you. In fact, they have somebody that is truly your partner, a 10 of Cups, somebody who really wants to be with you. I like the gate behind these skeletons because I feel like that's going to open for you at any point. It's the opening of a door. It's the crossing over that I love. I also love the pumpkins. I feel like these pumpkins in the foreground are definitely a symbol. There's pumpkins on the steps. There's pumpkins on the dining room table, something like that. So we could be really having some activity here and some energy happening here in October. I have a Knight of Pentacles, and look at this beautiful knight. It's the Headless Horseman, and it's a crossing over. It's crossing over that bridge. It's somebody who's putting some time and energy to get to the other side. What did they say? I want to take a walk with me. So I like this crossing over feeling. Is it somebody coming into your life who's ready? I'm going to say settled down. The person who has already dated around. They've already sown their oats, so to speak, and they are not afraid to settle down. Thank you, Spirit. See what we have. I have He Hates Butterflies. So the number 16, I do like this key. That key's jumping out at me. Certainly a key to my heart, certainly opening up a new door, buying a home, moving in with somebody. I also, of course, love the butterflies, this feeling of I have this transition happening, this transition about to happen. And this particular artist, you'll know her by the eyes and all of her illustrations, but you just look at that person's eyes. It's this feeling of, I can see, you know, the eyes welling, you know, when I go to kiss you, I'm just so happy. You know, somebody says, why are you crying? I'm crying because I'm so happy. I'm crying because I just can't believe this. So the tears of joy is really what I want to say. The person who makes you feel that way, you know, that you kind of have to go like this and cool yourself off a little bit just for this feeling of, I just can't believe this. I can't believe I'm falling for you. I have Ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. So first of all, I like the tree putting down roots, DNA connecting us. That's, for some of you, it feels like children, that we could have, our DNA will literally be connected and we'll put down roots. We will have children together. And DNA is, we carry it with us. And what they're sharing there is the ancestral pattern that you have with you. And, you know, all these lifetimes that you've taken it with you, the knowledge of your ancestors that you've carried over, whether you know it or not, it's in your DNA. And that's what they're trying to remind you of, that you have this kind of lifetime of knowledge behind you. I have an owl. I love this. Wise seeing and wise action. So it came into me as I see you, for sure. So somebody who sees the real you. Also, they're looking at this connection from all different angles and perspectives. And they're not afraid to kind of look at the big picture, is how I feel. Like they're just saying, well, where can we go? What is going to happen? They're making good choices, Spirit just said. So this is somebody who probably has a good head on their shoulders for sure. The wise, of course, intelligent, knowledgeable. Spirit just said that they're saying they don't have to fake it. So they're not somebody who pretends to be something that they're not. They are actually what they say they are, so all those people out there who kind of brag about something and they're not even in that league. So that feels nice. So there's somebody who's probably very truthful about who they are, what they know. If they don't know it, they're going to say, I don't know anything about that. That's not something that I'm familiar with or I know anything about. So somebody who's at least honest. That feels good. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Two of Swords. I have a Judgment. I have a Queen of Cups. And I have a Two of Pentacles. The Judgment came into me as I've taken my time to learn, which is true. This isn't their first rodeo. It's not going to be their first relationship. And they have a good sense of what works and what doesn't. Okay, so I'm going to say good judge of character or things that they get themselves into or not into. Like, I'm not going there, that's not going to serve me. So they have a good judgment on kind of where to put their time and their energy and how not to waste their time. The Two of Swords, what jumped out at me in the background was this little tented circus. And there's like a little dog jumping back there, but it was a little bit of it's not my circus. Again, I'm not going to get myself involved in something that is a waste of my time. So if they're interested in you and they want to move forward with you, they've already decided that whatever's going on in your life, they can handle. You may think, well, I've got kids, I've got a busy life, I got to take care of my mother. They've already figured that out and they've accepted it. If they're not going to be interested because I'm not getting involved in that circus, so to speak, then they won't be interested. They won't move forward. So I feel like this person's like not going to put themselves in a position with somebody that they don't kind of see what they're getting into, especially for those of you that it's a little complicated or there's a lot going on, and that's okay. Queen of Cups, of course. I have this beautiful, I like the black cat. I feel the energy of this queen. The following the full moon, for some reason, is jumping out at me. I don't know when the full moon is coming up, but maybe that's a clue. On or around a full moon, lots of loving energy. Somebody comes into your life, something twists or turns. Yeah, there is, when I said twists and turns, the Spirit, what did you mean by that? Maybe this person comes in like a little bit of a whirlwind, twists and turns. Spirit, what did you mean by that? Okay, so it could be some fast moving energy that comes in. I like the 3 cats, the number 3 days, 3 weeks. So I do like that. Maybe that's where the twists and turns come in. Like, I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting to go out to dinner with you and we ended up spending the whole weekend together. Like the date never ended. We didn't want the date to end, something like that. So it just feels like once we're together, we stay together. I feel good about that. I have a Three of Swords. I definitely am guarding my heart. I have a good sense of people. I don't want to waste my time. I'm not interested in hurting you, they just said, and I'm not interested in getting hurt. So, of course, we both look at each other and say, I don't want to be hurt. I have a Hierophant, a spiritual connection. I like that. I like the mummies. Okay, so the mummies, mummification, right? Preserved, preserved. A little bit of a, possibly you look a lot younger than you are. You could be the type of person that still gets carded. You could be in your 30s, but you look like you're 19. So there's a sense of, wow, are you going to ever age? So maybe that's something that somebody says to you. You just look a lot younger than you really are. I have a Hermit. Believe it or not, it came into me as I actually like to be alone. So there are people out there that don't mind being single, and they're not rushing into anything. And that's what I feel like this person is. Even if it comes in quickly, I'm not going to grab it or take it or chase it unless it's really going to be something that I want. I have a Queen of Swords. I get a good head on my shoulders and a King of Wands. So I'm going to go with that because this is somebody who definitely, they're saying, has a lot to offer. But you have a lot to offer. They're not going to be attracted to you unless you have a lot to offer. But they do have a lot to offer. They do strike you as somebody who, there's a little bit of putting them on a pedestal here happening for me. Maybe you admire them, you look up to them, you are definitely interested in them more than they know. So it's a little bit of holding my breath and hoping they feel the same way, or hoping they feel as attracted to me as I am to them. I do feel like it's going to be mutual. I would not be surprised if it's a very fast moving. I am going to say love affair, and you may feel like it's just a love affair, but it's going to be more than that. But I am going to say love affair, and you may think, oh boy, is this just physical? Is this just going to be somebody that comes and goes out in my life? But I think it's going to be much more, but I feel like it does come in as a love affair. We just kind of have this kind of wild energy around each other. But I'm going to say fast moving either way for some of you. Spirit, let's see what else they want you to know about this connection. We'll get some initials, start to get some messages. I have the letter Z, peak performance, doing your best, a zenith, rising above. Okay, this is a high point in your life. I like that. I like the idea. I did like the feeling of you put this person on a pedestal somehow. So there is a sense of rising above. Maybe this is somebody that you're really proud to be dating. I have the letter S, soulful, profound meaning, significant event, and a heartfelt passion. I'm going to grab that because I like the genuine energy of that it's not, they're not using you physically. I wouldn't want that for you. I want this heartfelt passion. I want their heart to be in it. I want somebody who can give you their heart. So that feels good. I have the letter M, Magick, using your power. Okay. How about this is Magick? How about this is a charming person? I like unseen forces too, because I didn't see this coming. And it's a little bit of this feels magical, or what have you done to me? I always like that energy. You've cast a spell on me. What have you done? You've done something to me. I was normal 2 days ago, and now my head is spinning. It is definitely a feeling of falling fast, just a sense of magical, so that all feels good. Let's get one more of these. These are always fun. It's a Ouija board. I have the letter A, ascending, moving up a level and steady climb, conquering a fear, getting over that fear of being hurt and accepting this connection and having fun with it, even if it's kind of a little bit of a twists and turns. They said the beginning is filled with twists and turns. They're saying bottom of the deck. I do have an R for romance. You're being courted. You're treating yourself and you're falling in love. So this person is going to treat you right. But part of me feels like it starts out as we just hang out. And then you start to wonder, like, is this person going to actually like take me places or do things with me? Or are we going to just hang out at our apartments? Something like that. No, you will be courted. You will date. You'll go places. But again, there's this kind of first date or first couple of interactions where instead of it being just an evening, I feel like it turns into days together. Something's going on with that. Let's get some initials. Let's see what they have for initials today. So it could be first initials of somebody that you're thinking of, first and last initials if you are thinking of someone, or this is just a clue for someone coming. Let's get a handful of these. Okay. The letter P, J, L. I have another P, E, F. I have a D. I have a Q, Z, O, N, X, and E. Okay. So some of you that could definitely be connecting. Maybe you're spelling somebody's name that's on your mind. That's always fun. Let me know in the comments if that had any meaning. So I like this feeling of the romance. All right, let's see what else they want for you today. Spirit, what do you need us to know about this connection? Anything you want us to hear? I have a Knight. Triumph over adversity. I like this feeling of I will fight for you is how it's coming into me. I will defend my competitors. I will win the battle. I will charge ahead. Yeah, I mean, it's very chivalry, I guess I want to say. So there's a sense of I will fight for you and I want to win your heart is what, okay, I like that, just I do want to win your heart. That's important to me. And I definitely want to eliminate the competition. I feel like this person is, I don't want to say competitive, like they're going to be in somebody's face, but I feel like they want to just know that they're the only one you're dating or that they have your undivided attention because they've earned it, something like that. So I feel like that's important to them. I have the caduceus. I have you will receive news from afar. Okay, so we're going to receive news. You're going to hear from somebody. Somebody's ready to reach out. Somebody's got your number. And I have the oracle. Seek wisdom and guidance from your elders. Listen to your spirit guides. Absolutely. Keep finding and listening to signs. Is this person coming? Who is this person? The elder is jumping out at me just a little bit, only because I had that you look younger than you are, but there could be a little bit of an age difference. There could be this person's a few years older than you, and not that they're your elder, but maybe it's Spirit's way of saying that that this is somebody that's a little bit older than you as well. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? I have cycles, okay, going round and round. There was a little bit of twists and turns in the beginning. So we may have, sometimes fast moving energy takes a little while to settle down. Like, what is this? So it could be more like that. I won't leave you behind. There's that take my hand. Take my hand and walk with me. In this case, they're on bikes. Maybe you guys go biking. Maybe that's a sign also. Maybe this person likes to ride bikes. Maybe that's something that you do together. I have messages. Expect a message. Somebody's getting ready to reach out to you. So I do feel that. And I have, I'm craving you. This is going to be a very passionate connection. So I want to win your heart. I'm going to say it's very passionate. I feel like that it's very high chemistry. It's a little bit of a wow factor going on. I feel that I am a little bit caught off guard by maybe how wonderful it feels. Let's get some charms. Let's see what they have for charms. That feels good. So somebody who's going to be reaching out to you soon. So that's, I don't have a timeline card. Let me see. I don't have timelines right now. So let me see if I can grab those before the end. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. I have my charms. Let's go with Scoop and see what I'm feeling. Okay, lots of charms. Okay, let's do the signs first. I have a Cancer. I have a Taurus. Okay, let's see. Here's a tree. That DNA, that tree, putting down roots with somebody, the tree of life. So there's that beautiful tree. Here's a book, and it's open to the middle. I always like books in the sense that it's like, this is our story. This is our love story. We can write it, we can make it be whatever we want it to be. I have a seahorse, a shell. Let me see if I have any other beachy things. Okay, I'm going to go with another shell. I'm just going to say I love the shore. I'm going to say it as simple as that. That I don't know if I live near the shore, but maybe I just love all things that are beach. I love, going to the beach. I like to travel and be at the beach. So maybe I'm just a beach person. Some people are just beach people. Okay, so I have a little crown that always feels like I'm going to treat you wonderful. I'm going to treat you like a prince, a princess. I have the number 9, September, 9th of the month, 9 days. Okay, these are 2 clocks. This is interesting. I have 2 clocks. And that is coming into me as the timing. I mean, we talk about divine timing, of course, a lot because Spirit always corrects me with divine timing. But both of us have to be in alignment to be ready for this relationship. If one of us isn't quite ready for a relationship, they have strings attached to somebody else. They have work that they have to do. They've got to do some more healing. They just got out of a relationship, so they're not ready for one. But how it's coming into me is both our clocks are aligning, that they're both different clocks, but they are both in alignment and we are both ready for this union. So I feel like it's, that's half the battle. I feel like we both are ready. We're both ready to settle down. I like that. And maybe it's time. So I'm going to go with that. I have a pair of ballerina slippers. I'm just going to use the word grace. There was this feeling of somebody who walks very softly. They don't have like stomping feet. They walk very subtly. Their movements are very graceful. Maybe they danced when they were younger, or they're just a very strong, divine, feminine energy. But it felt like I kind of walk in grace, and my movements are very graceful. So somebody who has very high divine feminine energy, that felt nice. What is this little guy? Okay, this is a little bunny playing pickleball. So maybe we're playing pickleball. Maybe we play tennis. That's cute. A sport. It's coming into me as competitive, back and forth. Pickleball or tennis is like you hit it back and forth. So there is some competition going on in this connection, and it could be just banter. It could be you challenge this person, and it's just a banter kind of a feeling. But it did go back and forth there for a minute. I have a beautiful hummingbird. So look for a hummingbird. That feels like a sign more than anything. Hummingbird tattoo, something like that. I do have a mask and I have a lock. So this person probably struggles with letting somebody in, although I do feel like we have this kind of crazy chemistry, and maybe you break through that barrier very quickly with them in a very short period of time. But I would say they have a harder time than you do to let somebody in. And maybe out of the two of you, they would be the one that typically would have more of a barrier, a mask, but I think you'll break through. I have a lucky clover, okay, a 4-leaf clover. So I feel lucky. That feels good. I have 2 moons. Okay, 2 moons, 2 crescent moons. Pink one, and what is this one? I don't know if it has a color or not. No, just gold. So 2 moons. I'm just going to say let the universe work for both of you. I feel like it's more of I just believe if it's meant to be, it will be. And I feel like you both say the same thing. Maybe it's just how you live your life, something along those lines. I have a spider. Okay. Yeah, it is, the word they're sharing with me is caught. Okay, like they caught you. They caught you in their web. They somehow have captured you. They've captured your heart. I feel like very quickly. I feel like you're going to fall for this person very, very fast. So it's a little bit of, oh my God, I can't believe how fast you captured my heart. So that I think is going to be consistent throughout this journey with this particular connection. It's a very fast falling in love energy to me. So here is your beautiful charms. They're nice, aren't they? Let me see if I have some time cards here. Let me grab some time cards, and then we'll do some final love messages. Okay, so let's see when. Spirit, please share with me. When is this coming in the month of October? Pumpkins are all around us. What is a timeline around this connection? Anything to look for? I have September. Okay, maybe you just met this person. I'm actually recording this still in September. So, but I like the reflection of the tree, this feeling of we could be mirror images of each other. We could have a lot in common as well. I have this week. Also look for this beautiful feather. Look for a big, beautiful feather. Maybe something that has more color in it than you're used to seeing. I have not likely. Somebody ghosted you. I don't think it's the person who's coming. If you're thinking of somebody who's going to reach out, and you're expecting a message from somebody, that it's not this person. This person wants to settle down. Both are ready to settle down, they had said. So, and they're trying to win your heart. So it's not somebody who would have walked away. So if somebody out there is thinking about, is it my person I'm thinking about? Somebody different. I have a few days. Okay, so those feel good. Those are this week, a few days. It's happening. There you go. All right, let's see what we have for let's see what we have for a couple love messages. Spirit, anything about this connection I need to know? I wish I could tell you how I feel. There is going to be a little bit of a mask in the beginning. This person is probably been hurt like anybody. So we're going to have to break through that. I think that that's probably common until we both feel really comfortable with each other and can be vulnerable with each other. I can't see myself with anyone else but you. Nice. That's when we start to know that it's going to be real. And I wish I could go back in time. Now, that usually is somebody who says, I wish I had met you years ago, or I wish that, not that you should regret anything in your life, but maybe you're past the age of having children, and maybe if you had met this person 20 years earlier, you would have had children with them. So it's, you know, sometimes we think along those lines, like, but everything happens for a reason at the exact time you're supposed to meet, right? We all know that. So, but sometimes we say, I wish I could go back in time and have spent longer with you, or spent my whole lifetime with you. I want to make love to you, no doubt. No doubt in my mind. We had super high chemistry happening in this particular connection. We have I don't want to say a wild love affair, but it is in a sense that until we get our arms around it, I do feel like it starts as a wild love affair, because there's kind of this passion that runs away from us. And then I guess we kind of catch up to it and figure out what it is that we both want. We have known each other before. Soulmates. We found each other in this lifetime. Maybe that's why it starts out so fast, because we just jump right back in. We recognize each other in this lifetime and we're off and running again. So that would be beautiful. Let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also, I have two other channels. I have a pick a card channel and I have a twin flame soulmate channel, and I'll put the links in the description. I hope you enjoyed your October reading, and we will see you again real soon. In the meantime, we will ask Spirit to guide you to this kind of love, and thank you for being here as always.